What's up, y'all? John here, and I want to tell you about some of the media I've been consuming recently. I've been trying to be more conscious about what I'm reading, watching, listening to, things like that. I hosted book club on Monday. It was a real treat. We read Ted Chiang's Stories of Your Life and Others. It's a collection of short stories from science fiction author Ted Chiang. Stories of Your Life is what the movie Arrival is based off of. Anyway, this collection of short stories is great. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read something like this in a while. Each story is really fun. A lot of them are based on religious themes. There's like a Tower of Babylon one, and it talks about the logistics of going up in the tower and what it means and digging through to heaven. I'm not particularly religious. It was still fun. Another one of the stories, one that really stuck with me, is the idea of somebody in a coma in a hospital and they got an experimental injection, and it made them so smart that they were like out thinking the CIA who was trying to capture them because they were so smart. And then they met another smart person who got the same injection and they had like a brain off. Anyway, weird stuff. Great book though. Really good to talk with other people about it, other people that had different experiences. That's what I love about book club, is people grew up in different backgrounds. People have different ideas of what a great science fiction thing is. I listened to that on audiobook mostly, and we were also talking about different audiobooks, and somebody at book club brought up Leslie Jones' autobiography and how the written form is one thing, but the audiobook, because she reads it, is amazing because she has like 40% stuff. She's just talking. She's like, ooh, I got to tell you about this. And then she tells you about that. And that's cool. So I started to listen to that. I really enjoyed it. It's comedic, but it's also sad. I didn't realize Leslie Jones partied in Boulder a little bit when she was playing basketball for CSU. Anyway, I got to finish that, but so far so good. I enjoy that. I've also just started Love in a Fucked Up World by Dean Spade. I'm only 20% into this, but I started this because somebody I really respect posted about this, and I said, this is interesting. I want to learn about this. It's all about how in a capitalistic hellspace, you know, the one that we live in, how can you find love, connection? How can you be with others in a meaningfully positive way? And what does that look like? What does that mean? How do we buck the ideas that society has foisted upon us? And do we need to work within that system? Yes, but can we bust out of that and find love and find connection with other humans in all sorts of different ways? The answer is yes. Next up, I went to Goodwill. They got records there, and the records, it's like 50 cents for bongos, flutes, and guitars. They also had one of my favorite recordings of Rhapsody in Blue. It's Leonard Bernstein conducting the Columbia Symphony Orchestra. That's a good one. That's a great one. You need the Broadway classics, the persuasive trombone of Irby Green. Gotta put that on, and that goes alongside the tempestuous trumpet of Doc Severinsen. So these are just really good jazz records. Command Record Stereo puts out great mixing. I really love the audio engineering that went behind those. I'm super jazzed to put those records on, do a little bit of cleaning around the home. We're going to be mulching it up real soon. And that right, boys, are you ready for some mulch? Yeah, they're ready for some mulch. Oh, and yesterday we watched Conclave, this movie about getting a new pope. Kind of relevant, huh? I didn't really know what to expect going into Conclave. I thought it'd be boring, and it is boring in some ways, but it's also very interesting. Some twists, some turns. It does not pass the Bechdel test, that's for sure. A lot of thinking about what it means to be pope. The idea of being human and confronting your faith in God and what it means when you might have a chance of being pope. A few twists and turns here and there. I won't spoil nothing, but it is like 2 hours though. And if you're not about listening to a bunch of guys kind of bloviate about pope stuff, I mean, don't watch it, but it was good. It was good. Petey, you ever think about popedom? I don't know. I don't think about popedom. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm reading, watching, listening to. What are you enjoying? What are you looking forward to? Give me some recommendations. I love hearing from others about what you like and dislike, okay? Sorry I'm walking around so much. I hope that doesn't bother you. Everybody, take care now. Bye.